Yo, what is up YouTube? James back here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. And today we're going to be using the G-Max dual G-Max team once again with G-Max Gengar and G-Max Lapras. We got Liepard, Conkeldurr, Gothitelle, and Arcanine accompanying them. And if we don't bring Gengar into a single match today, I am scrapping this recording. So if you see this video, that means Gengar at least came out to a battle, because we've only used Lapras, and really the team was built around Gengar Liepard. So we'll try it out, see how it goes. But yeah, really fun team. Again, some announcements before the video. If you do enjoy these videos, then be sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below. It really does help out with the algorithm. It really does pushes out my video forward. So if you do enjoy this content, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Also, another factor is I do live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/JamesWBeck. Today's stream was actually incredible. I'll talk about a little bit more in a bit after this battle. We have an Indeedee, Darmanitan, Mimikyu, the Gastrodon, the Whimsicott, and Tyranitar. So, okay, I can actually bring the Gengar here, finally. Because Lapras can be decent, but I don't really like it as much. Yeah, I don't really like it as much. Yeah, I actually really like Conk in the back. Conk can do a lot of work against this team, and I think I go with the Lapras in the end game. I could bring Arcanine for the Intimidate too, but as long as I have Conk to deal with the Tyranitar, I should be fine. So yeah, I like that, and I want to bring Gengar, so I'm bringing Gengar. But yeah, as I said before, this earlier today I did a live stream. It was road to #1, fight for first. So we were getting #1 on the double stadium ladder with my other cart, and we actually hit #1 on that cart. And the amount of support was actually just insane for that stream. I really want to thank everyone who came out to that stream. If you did see it, it was a couple of days ago when this video comes out. But yeah, it was a crazy time. There's probably going to be a highlight reel sometime soon in the future. So if you have missed out on that, don't worry. Some action will be coming onto the YouTube channel, probably in some form of stream highlight video. But yeah, thank you to everyone who came out to that stream. And if you haven't checked out my stream, why haven't you? Twitch.tv/JamesWBeck. Link in the description down below. It's always a good time, and I really do enjoy my community a lot. Thank you all for support. But let's get started and play some games. Starting with this first one. Also, this side of my corner is really bugging me for some reason. Alright, we got Whimsicott and Mimikyu leading. Okay. Against Liepard Gengar. Now I have two options here, and I do have the Ghost Berry on the Gengar, so I can actually go for a Max Ooze into the Whimsicott slot, and I can go for a I don't have Fake Out. I let this Fake Out. Okay, plan B. We protect Gengar and actually go for a Throat Chop. Actually, wait, no. I'm gonna Copycat to get Tailwind. Please work. Because if he goes for Tailwind, I get to Copycat it if he's max speed. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought I couldn't deny Tailwind, but you know what? I'm Copycatting that Tailwind. Oh, the sickest of plays. Get the Tailwind off, so I will be matching the speed here. That's really nice. Phantom Force going to come out from the Mimikyu. Okay. So I do have the Kasib Berry on the Gengar, and we will go for the Max Ooze into the Whimsicott to boost my special attack by stage. And I'll go for a Throat Chop, double up into the Whimsicott slot, because Whimsicott can, at the worst case, Moonblast, and that wouldn't really do much here. I'm completely okay with the situation right now. So we'll see what my opponent decides to do here. We will go for that Dynamax or Gigantamax. This Gengar finally making an appearance on back-to-back battles. We have this coming out. I could have also Copycat the Phantom Force too. I think that's what could have happened. Yeah, I could have, but you know what? I'm fine with getting the knockout Whims. We're gonna see a Moonblast come out, which is fine, into the Liepard slot, which will bring me down to my Focus Sash. No big deal. And let's see what my opponent went for with. Yeah. Okay, let's see if he Sash first. It is Focus Sash. Okay, so I am able to get rid of the Whimsicott. Let's see if my opponent actually went for the Gengar slot or went for a different target here. So we will get that special attack raise. If it's Phantom Force and a Liepard, I'm a little bit concerned if Tyranitar's the last Pokemon, but we'll find out. Get the Throat Chop off, which will be able to knock out the Whims. Okay, perfect. I wish I had Ice Shard on Lapras, but I don't have room for it. Phantom Force does come out, but with the Kasib Berry, we will be able to tank that pretty decently well. Yeah, as you can tell, we just actually tanked that, and that's like no bulk investment at all on the Gengar, so that's pretty good for us. And now we get to find out what my opponent's going to bring out next. Most likely it's going to be... What's it going to be? Tyranitar? Darmanitan? Not a Pokemon I really expected here. I wonder if it's going to be like Icicle Crash plus Shadow Sneak going to come out. Well, I want to Throat Chop the Mimikyu and break the Disguise, because I do have to break that Disguise. It is really important to eliminate that factor so I can do work with the Gengar, but this is still kind of a tough game. This is still a very tough game. I can Throat Chop the Mimikyu and Max Guard here, which isn't terrible positioning wise, but I would have preferred to get a Shadow Ball off on the Disguise, I think. But I didn't think my opponent would actually go for like a Phantom Force there. But I guess maybe it made sense because Shadow Claw doesn't really run on Mimikyu now. So maybe I should have just went for the Shadow Ball right away. Yeah, I actually like Shadow Ball turn 1. It would have made this position a lot easier. Okay, no Shadow Sneak. And it's not a Scarf Darmanitan, which is huge in this matchup. Okay. Is it Trick Room Mimikyu? This goes for Play Rough, which I'll definitely take. Okay. So Liepard goes down, and the Darmanitan goes for a Flare Blitz. Interesting. So maybe trying to cover for a switch, or just didn't want to miss Icicle Crash. I'm going to go into Conkeldurr so I can Drain Punch this Darmanitan. And I'll go for the G-Max Terror. And a Drain Punch. Yeah. Don't see a reason not to. Shadow Sneak doesn't really cover much. For my opponent, I don't know if a double up will knock out Conkeldurr. I guess maybe it's Banded Darmanitan, but it would have to be banded specifically. Which it could be. It could be a Life Orb too. We don't know anything factor-wise yet. I guess that would hurt. Maybe Mach Punch was the play. Also, my opponent still has the Dynamax available, so I gotta be careful, especially if that last Pokemon's Tyranitar. But I feel like if you had Tyranitar, you would have brought it out already, right? Because if you brought out Tyranitar, why wouldn't you just use it to get rid of my Liepard immediately? G-Max Terror does come out, is able to knock out the Mimikyu. Excellent. So Mimikyu does go down to G-Max Terror, and we're going to see that Flare Blitz does go into Gengar, which is completely fine, as Gengar will go down. Curse Body activates, but the Darmanitan should be going down anyway, so not that big of a deal. And then Tyranitar should be that last Pokemon, and if it is Tyranitar, feeling pretty good. Of course, we do have a Conkeldurr who is going to be basically at full HP. Well, a little bit less because of the Life Orb chip we're about to take. But right now, we're looking in a pretty good spot. So Darmanitan does go down here. As, let's see my opponent's last Pokemon. Tailwind peers out for both sides. And we get to go Lapras here. Against, let's see. Really hoping it's that Tyranitar. What else could my opponent have again? I don't remember what else my opponent could have. Tyranitar was the main one I was looking at. So Lapras comes out against Gastrodon. Oh, perfect. I can just freeze dry this and go for a Drain Punch. And I think I just do too much damage overall to it. Because, like, you can't really beat down my Lapras. You have to probably go for Max Quake to start boosting. So freeze dry is going to do less. But, like, right now, I'm in, like, such a dominant position here. I did not expect Gastrodon to be the last Pokemon. I was expecting no Tyranitar at that point because, you know, Tyranitar didn't come out when my opponent switched in the Darmanitan. So yeah, surprised about that, but we are able to pick up a win. Finally, G-Max Gengar able to do something. Liepard also able to do something really nice to see. It's about time. It only took 4 episodes in out of the 5 with this team, but hey, we finally got it. We didn't get the fake Tears KO, but sure, we'll look at my opponent's team. I exceed Indeedee, pretty standard. It was Choice Banded Darmanitan. Oh, Flare Blitz would have hurt the Conkeldurr. I don't know if it knocks out, but that would have done a ton. Ironhead 2 is interesting. Wait, this thing doesn't have Icicle Crash. Classic Great Ball tier. Lumberry on the Mimikyu. Pretty standard Mimikyu. I have Papa Berry, Gastrodon, Pokesash Wims, yeah, with Tailwind, Taunt, Worry Seed, and Dragon as Tyranitar with Weakness Policy. So I wonder why my opponent just decided not to bring the yeah, I'm just very surprised my opponent decided to bring the Tyranitar. I think Tyranitar is really good against my team. It hits a lot of my Pokemon effectively, so yeah, surprised not to see that. But hey, we'll definitely take the win there, and we'll see how this goes. We will see how this goes, but right now, pretty happy that G-Max Gengar was able to finally come out and take a win. I would really love it to see if G-Max Gengar can do some more work, specifically next to the Fake Tears Liepard, which is a big combination. If you don't know what the basis of this team was, originally it was to do G-Max. We were supposed to go for Perish Song with the Max Guard move with Copycat, with how that works, but Fake Tears getting KOs is a big important part about this team, and then going for that late game. So yeah, that's the idea of this team. We got Tiago here with an interesting team with the Dusclops, Braviary, Arcanine, Snorlax, Dracovish, and the Mudsdale. So unfortunately, I don't like Gengar. Yeah, I think Lapras is better. I don't think I can bring Gengar because there's too many Pokemon that just like make it such a nuisance for me to deal with. Yeah, I'm gonna go Lapras, Arcanine, Conk, maybe no Gothitelle. I don't need Trick Room to win this game. Maybe I bring Gengar in the back because I don't have a really solid Dusclops answer other than Perish, which is hard to do against this team. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we'll try it out. But I also think I had something to say. Oh yeah, today's comment question. So today's comment question. Oh man, what? I don't know why I couldn't remember the comment question. But today's comment question is going to be. I didn't think about it. Did I ask this? I'm trying to think. Did I get this question before? All right, we're gonna hold off on the comment question until I figure something out. Okay, Dracovish leads with my Snorlax. Not that big of a deal. I can freeze dry that slot, I think, and I think I just go for Protect. There's nothing I have switches into Fish's Friends. If it forces Dracovish to switch out, that's amazing because it's probably Choice Banded or Choice Scarf most likely, so I think that's okay. But yeah, today's common question is going to be, I guess, which design do you prefer? Gigantamax Gengar or Mega Gengar, or even just the original Gengar? Let me know in the comments down below, because I am been thinking about Mega Gengar ever since I started using this team, and I miss Mega Gengar immensely. I just miss it immensely. It was such a cool design. It was one of my favorite Mega Evolutions. It was broken, but it was one of my favorites. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. But we see the G-Max Snorlax come out right away, which is a very big surprise here. Protective Arcanine. Let's see if Dracovish protects. Surprised to see the Snorlax not go for like Belly Drum or something, but okay. We will be able to get a Freeze Dry off, which is 4 times effective against the Dracovish. Maybe Gengar could add G-Max here. I might not need a Aurora Veil at this case. Dracovish goes down, which is amazing. That's a big threat to Gengar, especially with Scarf. We're going to see the Overgrow come out. Oh, that activates my weakness policy, which I'll take. It doesn't do much after the Intimidate, so that's awesome. Who did my opponent have? Braviary. So you might be wondering why I led Arcanine against Braviary. Is because I did not think my opponent would actually bring the Braviary against a Lapras lead. But even if they led Braviary, I could have the Dread of Will-O-Wisp. Although they could be Lumberry. But I felt like no matter what, like I could get Veil Up at the worst case. So we're going to see the Mudsdale come out. Okay. I honestly just don't see a reason next here. I'm actually going to go for the Hydro Pump and the Will-O-Wisp into the Snorlax. So unless I miss both moves, I should be bad. But I really want to see if I can maybe G-Max Gengar in the end game. And I definitely think I can, because I think Dusclops might be the last. Willows does connect with the Snorlax. Are you a Lumberry set? Wow, it's actually Lumberry. Huh. Okay. We do hit the Hydro Pump though, so we will be able to knock out the Mudsdale, I think, unless it's Assault Vest and pretty bulky. Yeah, we knock out the Mudsdale, which is amazing. Okay. Lumberry, so that's why my opponent G-Max the Snorlax. Not the most classic way you usually see Snorlax being used, but hey, we'll take it. Lapras does go down here, which I am completely okay with. And yeah, we'll go out into my Gengar here, as we can go for the Parasong endgame. Bring out the Gengar, we will see the Arcanine come out. Okay. We can go for quite a few moves here. I am really liking Will-O-Wisp into the Snorlax slots, and I actually don't have to Parasong right away. I mean, it could be a guaranteed win con, but I don't see a reason not to just try to whisk the Snorlax slot this turn and go for a Protect here. See what this Arcanine wants to do. If it's choice banded, maybe it's better just to go for a Protect here and then go for the max move into Arcanine to try and pick up as much damage as possible. We go for the Willows here. Get the burn on Snorlax, so unless it goes for the G-Max replenish, we'll be fine. Snarl gonna come out, not that big of a deal. Okay. And Max Darkness does come out, not surprised. Doesn't do anything to Gengar, and we do lower our Spadef by a bit, but I think that's okay. Should I Perish or should I just G-Max? I feel like G-Max just for the heck of it, because even though I could guarantee a win here with Perish, I don't see how I'm really losing in this position anyway, realistically, because Conkeldurr in the back is just going to do too much damage to the Snorlax, and the Snorlax is pretty much neutered at this point. It's intimidated and burned. I only really have to get like big damage into the Arcanine slot. So yeah, I'll go for the Terror, and I'll go for the Heart Switch into the Conkeldurr so I can start Drain Punching. Or I could even switch out my Gengar or my Conkeldurr into Arcanine the next turn. Like, there's so many options at this point. It's looking pretty bad for my opponent. So hey, I get to use G-Max Gengar for a little bit more and have some fun. So bring out the G-Max Gengar. And yeah, my opponent brought a lot of stuff that was weak to Lapras, and we're super slow. Like, my opponent didn't have any form of speed control, not bring the Dusclops or Braviary. So yeah, it seemed pretty bad for my opponent. G-Max Terror into the Arcanine does a pretty solid amount of damage. I will definitely take that damage. Beautiful damage. Sitrus Berry, okay. That's fine. Snarl gonna come out, lower my special attack. Does a good amount to the Gengar because of that Max Darkness special defense drop from earlier. Lowers my special attack. And Darkest Lair, which is not going to do any damage. It did a bit more than I expected, though. So I'm going to go for the Max Ooze into the Arcanine in case it goes for a Protect here, which is definitely potential. And if it goes for Snarl, I get to negate that and then go for the Max Terror again the following turn. And maybe that'll be able to pick up the knockout, although it looks pretty unlikely, but we'll see here. And then I'm going to go out into my Arcanine for that Intimidate. So, and also to avoid a Willis from the Arcanine. But looks like my opponent's going to forfeit, realizing there's not really much that we can do there. And G-Max Gengar might not have won us that game, but hey, we were able to bring it, and we were able to win the first game with G-Max Gengar. So definitely a successful episode, and I really want to use G-Max Gengar. Hopefully the last episode we'll be able to use the fake tier strategy part of it, but hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. If you did enjoy it, again, please leave a like down below, show support, as well as leave a comment down below. It really does help me. And if you can share this video with friends, be sure to do so. You could also check out my Patreon page if you want to go an extra mile support my content. But again, the other methods I did provide, of course, are free and just good ways to help me in general. No need to go that far. But of course, if you do want to try out the rental code of this team, make sure you grab it while you can. This team will be the rental code will be expiring soon for this team, so make sure you grab it while you can in the description down below. Be sure to also check out the placement of the team as well if you do want to try it out. And yeah, I am going to emphasize, be sure to check out the rental code, because I've gotten comments in the past couple of days asking, is there a rental code of the team? And if I can put it down below in the description, but it's been there. So open your eyes and look for that rental code. But otherwise, yeah, you can check out my Twitch channel. As I mentioned before, I do live stream twitch.tv/JamesBeck. Thank you for all the support on Twitch recently. And you can check out my community Discord as well in the description down below. Come interact with me and my other members of the community. But otherwise, that's going to be it. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. And until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.